Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Monday Night Raw. I'm Michael McMahon, here with me, my broadcasting partner, gentleman, Jack Ryan.
Good evening, Michael. It's a pleasure to be here once again.
Well, Jack, I have to start tonight with an update on the condition of Shelton Benjamin, and after the attack by Triple H and Ric Flair last week, it turns out that Shelton Benjamin suffered a broken patella, and he will be undergoing surgery for that injury later on this week.
Well, that's a bad one, Mike. A broken kneecap could mean the end of his career.
Of course, this also means that the Intercontinental Championship will have to be vacated due to the champion being unable to defend it.
And I've been led to believe by some of my sources that there's going to be some sort of tournament for the vacant title.
Nothing has officially been announced yet, and until it is, Jack, that's simply speculation. But let's talk about another man who was attacked by Flair and Triple H last week. Let's talk about Bruiser Hansen.
Oh yes, Bruiser Hansen, who inserted himself into a situation that had nothing to do with him. I can't blame Triple H for hitting him with a sledgehammer.
Well, Bruiser Hansen had teamed up with Shelton Benjamin. He was trying to save his partner from a vicious assault from Ric Flair, but when he tried to get in there, he was taken out with a sledgehammer shot by Triple H. And tonight, in our main event, he will be looking to get some revenge for his fallen partner when he takes on the 16-time World Champion, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Yeah. And he'll soon be reunited with his partner when he's in the next bed to him after Ric Flair puts him in the figure four and cripples him just like he did to that idiot Shelton Benjamin last week. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 270 pounds, Brian the Bruiser Hansen.
Last week was the second week in a row Bruiser Hansen found himself the victim of a Ric Flair and Triple H assault. Of course, last week it was Shelton Benjamin who took the worst of the punishment, but the week before, you've got to believe Bruiser Hansen would have won the World's Championship if it wasn't for that attack by Triple H and Ric Flair causing a disqualification.
Stop talking complete nonsense, Michael. He was never going to be World's Champion, not while Triple H is the champion. He's got no chance of beating a wrestler like Triple H. He put in one hell of a performance in this match, and I'll give him the credit for that, but I wish he'd just stop bloody whining about it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by new World Heavyweight Champion Triple H from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in tonight at 243 pounds, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the 16-time World Champion. He is a fighter, he is a gladiator, and despite suffering with that 140-degree fever last week, he stepped in the ring. Now, thankfully, he's over that, but unfortunately, in that match last week, I have it on good authority, and I've been speaking to my sources again. Ric Flair is suffering from a severe concussion, but despite the injury and despite everything that's happened to him, he is going to once again step in the ring tonight because he is a fighter, he is a man's man, and he is a legend.
That is ridiculous, Jack. Ric Flair is not suffering from a concussion this week, just like he was not suffering from a 140-degree fever last week. And it's strange how every time you mention it, the fever goes up another 20 degrees. The bell has sounded and we're underway, and I have to ask you, Jack, where are you getting this information from about Ric Flair's concussions and fevers?
Well, let me correct you there, Mike. It was one fever, and alright, it may not have been quite 140 degrees. It was probably more in the 135.7 degree range, but he had a fever last week. He shouldn't have been in the ring. Now I know this week that he's got a concussion after what Bruiser Hansen did, cheating in that match last week.
I can't believe I'm even entertaining this. But go on then, Jack. How was Bruiser Hansen cheating in that match last week? I sat ringside with you. I did not see any cheating from either Bruiser Hansen or Shelton Benjamin.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, Mike. You only see what you want to see. But Bruiser Hansen was hitting Ric Flair with a closed fist in the corner. In wrestling, you're not allowed to use a closed fist to hit someone. If you're going to use your hand to hit someone, it has to be an open hand. And due to Bruiser Hansen's cheating and dirty underhanded tactic, Ric Flair suffered a severe concussion in that match. And I'm surprised that the man is even able to get in the ring and compete tonight. And there it is again, closed fist by Bruiser Hansen. What is this referee doing? He shall be disqualifying him. That is a dirty tactic, especially on a man who's already suffering with a concussion.
I've got nothing to say to that, Jack. The most ridiculous statement I've ever heard. Look at this. Brian Hansen has been taking it to Ric Flair, and now he's got him in the figure 4 leg lock. Ric Flair could tap out to his own hold here. Ric Flair managing to fight his way out of the figure 4 leg lock, and now Brian Hansen will have to try something else to put the 16-time World Champion away.
Well, it's not surprising Ric Flair has spent a lot of time either applying the figure 4 or being in the figure 4. He'll know every counter and every reversal to that hold. I don't think you could beat Ric Flair with that. And look at now Ric Flair getting fired up on Hansen, knocking him down. I want to look at this just like he did last week. Methodical, tactical, he is a genius. Going to work on the left leg of Brian Hansen.
Absolutely the same tactic he employed last week. Going after the leg, and of course Brian Hansen most dangerous when he's on his feet. If Ric Flair can take the leg out of Brian Hansen is no longer as dangerous.
Flair reversing the Irish whip there, and a knee to the gut, takes Hansen down, and now Ric Flair once again zeroing in on the left leg of Brian Hansen. And for once, Mike, you made an excellent point there. Brian Hansen, he likes to stand up, he likes a slugfest, to trade punches, he likes it fast. But when he's on the ground, you know, Brian Hansen isn't very dangerous. That is a little bit of a hole in his wrestling game. And Ric Flair is going to exploit that weakness just like he did to Shelton last week. You know, it may not be the most exciting of tactics. It may not make for an interesting match, but it is very effective and it wins wrestling matches. Brian Hansen could be in trouble here, kicking the Nature Boy off there though. Oh, he's going behind Ric Flair. What's he going to try? Goes for a right hand. Ric Flair moves out of the way, knocks Brian Hansen down again, and once again go to work on the leg. This is perfection. This is excellent wrestling by the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Well, he is looking good at the moment. More damage done there to that knee of Brian Hansen. Hansen, though, getting to his feet somehow, but Ric Flair once again taking the knee out, and Hansen back to the mat. Oh, now the Nature Boy, look at this though, removing that turnbuckle pad and exposing it, and Brian Hansen driven spine first right into that steel turnbuckle. Bulldog by Flair, and Hansen, he is in real trouble here.
He certainly is, Mike, and you know, Ric Flair, people underestimate him now. He may not have the physical attributes he once had, but I'll tell you what, he has still got that brain in his head. He's still got all that experience and all that knowledge. He's a very smart competitor, and he is still one very dangerous man.
And Ric Flair now looking to put the Bruiser away. He's going to go for it, the figure 4 leg lock. And after all the damage done to that left knee of Brian Hansen, I can't see him being able to withstand the pain. Now Flair's got it locked in, and there it is, the figure 4 leg lock. Brian Hansen is writhing in pain. I don't think he can keep this up. He's going to have to tap out.
Well, that has surprised me, Mike. He's managed to escape the figure 4, but after all the damage done to that knee, Brian Hansen is in really bad shape here.
Hansen back to his feet, though, maybe an opportunity to change the tide in this match, to launch some offense, but Ric Flair once again launching Brian Hansen spine first into that steel turnbuckle.
But you see there, Ric Flair having to vacate the ring. You've got to believe it's the concussion. He's seeing stars, he's feeling dizzy, and you've still got to give the man credit for stepping in there with that concussion. Even with all that's happened to him over the past couple of weeks, he is still taking it to the Bruiser, and Brian Hansen doesn't seem to have an answer for Ric Flair in this match.
Ric Flair does not have a concussion, and I'll agree with you. Brian Hansen has been struggling. Nice reversal on the neck breaker there, though, and Brian Hansen with a bulldog. The Bruiser now maybe gonna launch some offense on the Nature Boy, maybe turn this match around. My goodness, what a clothesline. Turns Flair inside out. Now Hansen picks the Nature Boy up. Collar and elbow tie up. The Bruiser, I've never seen this from the Bruiser. Look at this power bomb on the Nature Boy. And now Hansen signaling. What's he gonna go for here? He's waiting for Flair to get to his feet. Oh, he can't wait though. And now stomping on the knee of Ric Flair. Little bit of revenge there. Hansen poised, waiting for the Nature Boy to get to his feet. What's he gonna go for? And the big fast press and right hands.
Hold on a minute, Mike. That's John Cena's music. What the... That's John Cena in the Big Show. What the bloody hell are they doing on Raw? They don't work here.
I have no idea what they're doing here. Cena in the Big Show with weapons, taking out Triple H and Brian Hansen. Oh no, and now Ric Flair in the ring. He's all alone with that thug John Cena.
Wait, that man has a concussion. You can't do this to him. I knew that John Cena was a lousy, no good thug. He's screwing Ric Flair, he's cheap-shotting him, he's attacking him, just like he's done to my son on Smackdown. This is absolutely disgraceful.
We need security in the back, we need them out there now. How the hell these men have got into this arena, I will never know. And this is the dangerous situation. The Big Show now with his hand around the throat of Ric Flair. No, he's not got it. No. My God, no. Flair thrown. Choke slam over the top rope to the outside. Oh, look at this though. Hansen and Triple H are back to their feet. I guess they've got a little bit more fight left in him. Get him, get him. Oh, and Cena and the Big Show making a quick retreat out of the ring.
Those two men should be fired from wrestling immediately. What the bloody hell are they doing here? They don't even work here, and they're coming out attacking our superstars. But somebody needs to see to Ric Flair. The man was already suffering with a concussion. He's been laid out on the outside of the ring. He could be dead for all we know. I can't believe what's just happened.